All right. Shalom. First of all, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah, Bahashem Yahawahs, Bahashem Rekakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the Akim. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners and the few YAHAWAHS sisters that's out here listening. In all humility, I have another lesson, and I want to come from the point of the Most High's word doesn't go out void. Okay? When he wrote these scriptures, he wrote them as a script, as something to be done, something to be played out, okay, according to that which is written, okay, and no one can't come in and change the script, okay. You can't come in and not like the rule that you were given and then change your role. No one is able to do that, okay, not even his son, who was up on the cross and desired that when he asked the Father if there was another way, and the Father didn't answer him, and he knew that he had to go through what was written, okay, just like we have to go through what's written, okay. Everything that's written is going to come to pass, whether you agree with it or not. Your thoughts don't even matter, okay. We don't matter in our thoughts if we thinking something against the will of the Heavenly Father, Yahawah, okay. His will be, and nothing else. He controls everything, all right. There are a few scriptures that, you know, that solidifies that, all right. So I'm going to start with Isaiah 55, 9 and 10. This is by far my favorite scripture of the scriptures because it defines the scriptures for me. Isaiah 55 and 9, it says, "For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." Okay. You might think, oh, it's not good, you know, to put somebody to death because of who they like. Because it's a man like a man, they should be put to death. You know, but that's the Most High's thought that it is. Okay? His thoughts are higher than your thoughts, even though we can see why. Okay, but he knows the really big picture. It says, "For as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower, and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth." Okay, same way. "It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it." Okay? So, the Most High's word are the scriptures. His word was the blessings and the curses. Okay? As far as the curses, we we have basically fulfilled the curses already. Let me just read Deuteronomy 28:15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord YAHAWAHS, thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day. And that he's speaking to the Israelites, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. And the curses go from 16 to 68. Okay, and it starts off 16, cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field. And we've already experienced that. Okay, and then the last one is Deuteronomy 28:28 says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. Okay, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, and we've been brought over here in ships. Okay, the Atlantic slave trade. And by the way he spake unto us was over in Israel. Thou shalt see it no more again. And we haven't seen Israel again as a people occupying the land. And there you shall be sold to your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen. And we have been sold to our enemies for bondmen and bondwomen. Okay? See, it said you're going to be sold to them. Okay? And they try to make up this, like when it says this, and no man shall buy you. They try to say, well, you didn't get bought. Well, how can you be sold if you didn't get bought? That word buy isn't talking about the physical buying you. That's meaning no one is going to save you. Okay, nobody is going to redeem you. All right, redeem us rather. Okay, so these things have come to pass already. All right, and then when you read Deuteronomy 28:1, okay, it says, and it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai thy power, will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. Okay? That's the most highest word. And that's future prophecy. This will come to pass, like every other word, like every other thing he said, like the curses, the 15th verse. Okay? And the first blessing was, verse 2 says, and all these blessings shall come upon thee and overtake thee. So like the curses came upon us and overtook us, now the blessings are going to come upon us and overtake us. If thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai thy power, it says, blessed shalt thou be in the city, and blessed shalt thou be in the field. Like we were cursed in the city and cursed in the field if we did not hearken unto the voice of the Lord and do his commandments. But now the Lord is going to write his law, statutes, and commandments on our inward part. We're going to be programmed to do all of his law, statutes, and commandments. It's going to be impossible for us not to do them. That way we fulfill this part of the prophecy, his word. Okay? We're going to definitely fulfill it. And we're going to be blessed. Okay? And these blessings are going to overtake us like the curses overtook us. Okay? It says, that was the first one. I'm going to read the last one like I did the other one. Hold on. I'll read 13. It says, and the Lord Yahweh shall make thee the head and not the tail. And we're the tail right now. It says, and thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath. And we're beneath right now. If that thou hearken unto the commandments of the Lord YAHAWAHS thy power, which I command thee this day, to observe to do all of them. Okay? So, I'm going to read 14. That says, and thou shalt not go aside from any of the words which I command thee this day, to the right hand, or to the left, to go after other gods to serve them. Okay? So we're not going to do anything like that. Like our people serve all these gods. You go to a Rastafarian and tell him Haile Selassie is not the Most High. It's not the Most High, or they call him King of King, Lord of Lord. That's YAHAWAHS' role. That's his title. But this is what they call Haile Selassie. Okay? Our people worship Buddha, Krishna, Shiva, all kinds of gods out there they worship. But that's not going to happen when the Lord instills in us his new covenant. Okay? Which he's going to write on the inside of us, man. And we're going to be perfect. Okay? So these are the things that the Most High said that will come to pass. And that's concerning Israel. And this is concerning, let me get Obadiah now. Book of Obadiah. I'm going to start at 1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord, power Yahweh, concerning Edom. Okay, and Edom, you know, are the so-called self-proclaimed white man. Okay, the Edomites, Esau. It says, we have heard a rumor from the Lord Yahweh, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. So that's going to happen. All right. All the heathen are going to rise up against this devil, man. Right now, he has his head up. You know, he's going around the world pushing all of his demonic democracy, you know, all of his ways and all of his just pollution. Okay, and all the world is looking at him. Now the world is seeing him as the devil, which he is. Okay, it says, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. See, this is what's coming too. This is the word of the Lord, man. The pride of thine heart has deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down. And that has happened. They got their nest among the stars. They definitely exalt themselves as the eagle. Okay, all of their rulerships, they have been the eagle has been at like their mascot. When they were the Greeks, when they were the Romans, when they were the Americans, when they were the British, whoever they are. Okay, they always got the eagle up there because this is the Most High's word. Okay, he make them do what they do. All right. He makes them do that. Let's just get that real quick. Okay. Proverbs 20:24. Man's goings are of the Lord Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahawashi. How can a man then understand his own way? A man can't understand his own way. He's going to do whatever it is that the Lord has him to do. Okay, you might wake up, or rather, you might have it in your mind to do one thing tomorrow, but when you wake up, you do something totally different. Okay, it's because the Lord is the one that's controlling you. All right, He controls everything. Okay, I'm back in Obadiah, and this is going to be Esau's. This is his and the other nations. Okay, this is their end. Okay, this is what the Lord wants to happen to them. Obadiah 1:15. It says, "For the day of Yahweh is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee." All right, and as thou hast done, what done unto his children, the Israelites, man. As thou done that, that's gonna be done unto you. Okay, y'all treat us like shit. Okay, every time you see us, we go into y'all stores. You build your stores in our neighborhood, and then you come in our neighborhood, and when we go in there, you treat us like shit. Oh, yeah, can buy. Oh, yeah, so yeah. No, you cannot have it. Just don't lose this and another. They show you that stuff in what's that? That King and Ivory Wayans movie. I think it's "Don't Be a Menace," about drinking your juice in the hood, something like that. When they were, Jake came in the store, and they was watching Jake. She all up in the cooler watching him. Hey, we up and buy. Okay. She looking everything he do, she looking at it, you know. And then the white man come in there and steal everything, and she looking at him. They all looking at him as if, you know, he's not doing anything wrong, but he's stealing right from them, you know. And then call him back, and you think that they caught him stealing. No, you forgot your change or something like that, you know. But so you're gonna get it. Y'all heathen gonna get it too. You're gonna get it for the way that you treat the children of Israel, man. Okay, even I go into stores, and I can see them, the way they greet other customers when they come in. Hi, good morning, sir. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, how are you? How are you? All this and shit. Even the East Indians. Hi, how are you? And all this, and then when I come in, they just look at me and shit. Don't say nothing. Okay? When I get to the register and buy whatever I'm getting, they don't say thank you or nothing. But to them, thank you, sir. You have a good day. Woo-de-woo. But they don't say nothing to me. Okay? So y'all gonna get it. It says, "For the day of the Lord Yahweh is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head." This is the Most High's word. "Whereas you have drunk upon my holy mountain," and we're the holy mountain. Okay? "So shall all the heathen drink continually." See? Continually. It's not going to ever stop. "Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down." And it ain't like you're going to get out of it. No, you're going to go through it. Okay? "And they shall be as though they had not been." Okay, you're going to be as though you had never ruled anything. Okay, you had never had rulership nowhere on the earth. That's how you're going to be. These are the words of Yahweh. Okay, and it's going to be enforced by his son Yahawashi. All right, so the word of the Most High don't go out void. this is what's going to happen to our people, though. It says, but upon Mount Zion, and that's us, just the Israelites, shall be deliverance. Okay? And there shall be holiness, separateness. We're going to be totally separate from you guys, man. Totally. All right? And the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire. And that's the southern kingdom of the nation of Israel. And the house of Joseph a flame. And that's the northern kingdom, you know, of the house of Israel. And the house of Esau for stubble. Esau, you so-called self-proclaimed white people, you're going to be stubble. And they shall kindle in them. Okay, you know what kindling is when you start a fire. And devour them. Y'all going to get devoured. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. You hear that? There shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. You know, but the Most High got y'all in such a trick bag that to where you don't read this and say, you know what, we should just enjoy ourselves because we're not going to be in a minute. But instead, he has you coming after us. Okay? It says, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. Okay, the Lord has spoken it. And let's just go back. Let's go back to where we began. Isaiah 55 and 11. It says, so shall my word be that go forth out of my mouth. And those were the words out of the mouth of Yahweh. It shall not return unto me void. Okay, so you guys are going down. There's not going to be any of you left. But it shall accomplish that which I pleased, and he pleased for you to be destroyed. And it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. Okay, so there you go. There you go. This is what's going to happen on the earth. Thus saith Yahweh, Barshim Yahawahs. So Lord willing, it was edifying. Until the next time, I want to say Shalom.